Past week and looking ahead to Murray State.
Yep. Excited to be back home this week for our home opener in conference. Got a good opponent coming in here. That's our focus right now. Unfortunately, came up short this past weekend. Really encouraged about the fight of this football team. As you lose close, now we got to start winning close. You win close, then you're going to start winning big. But we're right there. We're going to keep working hard, get back to work today.
This Murray State team, kind of a lot of unknowns. Coach, what a play is. So how do you really approach that?
Well, you watch the film and you watch a lot of the same guys from a year ago. They play with 6 running backs. They're big up front. They're active on defense. There's a lot of talent there. But I do know this in this conference, every team is good. Right? It really is. It's going to be one or two things. It's going to come down to the last drive, or maybe it's going to be a little bit lopsided.
And that's in that second half over on Saturday. What are the key things that you'll really try to copy now?
Well, I think you got to take care of the opportunities that you have. That was the difference between the first half and the second half. We were able to start fast in the second half, and it carried over throughout the second half. In the first half, had our opportunities, and it started with our kickoff return. Didn't get quite the return we wanted. Didn't move the chains like we needed to, didn't cover the punt like we had to, and gave them good field position to start, and they were able to go down and score. And we got to start faster. We got to take care of the opportunities off of turnovers. We had a turnover. Jorge made a nice play on an interception. We got to capitalize on that. We had a really nice return with Rashad Rochelle. We have to capitalize on that, and that was the difference between the first half and the second half.
And players like him, and then Owens, they had obviously great games. Plez too. Mm-hmm. What are you looking to see from them on Saturday?
Same thing. Be who they are. You saw Plez break off an 89-yard run, got us back in the game. You saw him catch a wheel route down the sidelines, got us back in the game. Those guys can hit home runs, and we've got a lot of guys like that on offense. But that gave us the spark that we needed, and it carried us into the rest of the second half.
What are the key lessons all season you'll take into this? It's the home opener for the conference. So what's your message to the fans? Keep
fighting. As a team with a lot of fight. We're in last 3 games, that we've lost. Eastern Illinois' team never gave up. We're down 21-0, and we come back and have a chance. We're down against Eastern Illinois, we keep fighting. We're down against Houston Christian, keep fighting. This team's got a lot of fight, and that's what they got to continue to do, because when you do that, there's a lot of football to be played, with 7+ games to be played. A lot of coaches, a lot of people in this building have been in this situation. I remember starting off 0-3 and then rattling off 5 straight wins and going 5-3. It's happened here before. And the reason why it happened is because guys stayed together and kept pulling together.
And Murray, what are you trying to take from them? Obviously, I know you probably can't say exactly, but they got walloped 49-0. So what do you try to take from a game like that?
Nothing. I know Coach Wright. I've known him for a long time. He's doing everything the right way. Coach Hood, same thing. I know what type of young men that Coach Hood recruited there. I know what kind of young men that Coach Wright's recruiting there. This team, don't look at the score. The score is not relating to this football team. We're going to have our hands full. This is going to come down to the last drive, like every game is. And this is a very good football team. We got to have a great week of preparation and worry about us going 1-0.
So, what are you maybe most excited for now with the conference home opener?
Getting back to work tomorrow. Getting back to work today. That's what was exciting today, seeing the guys this morning, moving forward. Obviously we put the game to rest this morning, but it's time to move on. And I'm excited for a new opportunity, a new week, and looking forward to playing at home.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Talking about the guys that are here today, I mean, Jorge started off safety, then he went to the nickel, and now he's one of your starting cornerbacks. What have you just seen from the progression that he's made so far this fall to get him into that starting role? Not just being a starter, but making an impact out there on the field.
Well, it goes back to, what we saw in Jorge as a football player in high school. Came from a very good football program up in the Fort Wayne area at Carroll High School. All he did was make plays. He made plays. He was always around the ball. And that's what you see him doing, not only at safety, nickel, and corner. He's a football player. And he did that in high school. He's done that since he's been here, and he's going to continue to do that the rest of his career.
You look at Plez last year, this Murray State game was a huge game for him coming out. 29 carries, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. You're starting to see the flashes of that big playability again, like you mentioned the last 2 weeks, the 89-yard run, the wheel route touchdown. What has he brought, and how has he started to take those next steps, being more consistent this year?
Well, you see that in practice. The thing I've seen Plez do is how he comes to work every day. I've seen the growth there. I see how he goes through walkthroughs in the North Gym. I see how he goes through the run-throughs at Memorial Stadium, and I see how he comes to practice every day. There's a reason why. That he's playing the way because that's how he practices. He practices the way he plays, and you're seeing results.